my new system. I'm looking up at you. I might have to adjust that, but right now I won't. You see Daisy is here today? All right, everybody. Let's connect.
Mute. Mute yourself.
All right. I'm going to ask everybody to sit back. I'm going to sit back.
Yeah, this way she won't hear.
It is weird looking up right now. I'm going to have to adjust that, but I don't want to have the computer fall on me, so I'll wait a little bit. I hope that everybody had a good weekend and that you were able to get outside and feel the sun on your skin and feel the breeze and connect. Oh, it's so good. I love when I see your faces, by the way. So it's great. You could always show me your face for a moment, and then you can turn the screen off if that's comfortable. But I do love to see everybody. Hi. Okay. And if you need my enthusiasm to be more, just go like this. Okay. I think that these ear pods make it seem like I'm clogged up, but I can hear better with this. I can hear you. All right. So we're going to sit back. We're going to take a moment to connect with ourselves, because when we step into this space, any space really, we walk in with all the thoughts that we've carried from, in this case, the other room. So we want to come into center, and we work best when we are in center. So I'm going to ask that we begin by bringing our feet to the earth, and we'll sit up nice and tall. And the best way to come into center is to breathe. So you could bring your hands to your lap, and when we're consciously breathing, that is when we really receive so many gifts, because everything gets quiet and we can hear our higher self. Some of us might even hear our guide. So let's take a moment. We'll sit up nice and tall. If you'd like, try closing the eyes. Sometimes that helps to drop in. Some people also work with a mandala or a focus, maybe a statue, to bring focus, a candle. So we'll close the eyes. We'll begin to connect with the words, I am my breath. We'll stay with that for 3 breaths. So what we're doing then is we're breathing in I am, we're breathing out my breath. And we'll try that. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm imagining you're hearing my breath a little bit more now because this microphone is right here. So I'll be aware of that as well. So let's connect again, breathing in. I am, breathing out my breath. And we're going to take that further. We're going to begin to connect with the energy centers of our body. We're going to work with 3 energy centers in this class. Maybe I'll add in a 4th next time when we begin in September. But right now, let's work with the 3 that are very accessible to us. So that's our belly. Some people believe that's where the soul rests. Okay? That is a place where we would activate our right action. We're going to also work with the heart, where we breathe, where we connect with love. And we're going to work with the head, which is another part of us, which might be our mind, our connection to spirit as well. So when we're breathing, you can just imagine these areas lighting up as you breathe in and breathe out. And let's try it. Try not to work too hard with it. Allow it to happen naturally. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. Nice and easy. Imagining these centers lighting up for you. And now, with the eyes closed, let's bring ourselves to a place in nature. You may find that the beach works for you. You may find that the mountains work for you, or a lake. Bring yourself there. Bring yourself to this spot in nature. Take a look around, noticing the trees, the mountains. And with this image, this 360-degree image, I invite you to breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, program your out breath with an intention. Perhaps a prayer. But if you're programming with an intention, you can allow it to be as grand as you wish. Take a few breaths, set it free. And while we're in this place, stay in this place, perhaps in nature, I'll read this quote. How beautiful to find a heart that loves you without asking you for anything but to be okay. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. How beautiful to find a heart that loves you without asking you for anything but to be okay. There we go. I'm going to begin to back up, so I'm going to work with the screen here and work with Daisy. Always have to work with Daisy. Alrighty. We're ready, everybody? I think this is good. You can get a full view of me and the movements we'll do in the chair. So we'll sit up nice and tall. That's it. Bring a smile into your heart. Good for a Monday, good for every day. We'll connect with everybody here in this space. This is our community now. And it's important that we remember that we are a community, because community is one of the biggest gifts we have in our lives. It really helps us to stay connected. So you may want to look around at the faces. You may want to connect with even the circle of squares that might be dark. Somebody's behind them. We're going to energetically connect. We're not really connecting with the screen. We're connecting with everybody in their homes, in that space, and we're seeing one another on the screen. So take a moment and let's send a lot of love to one another. Open up that heart. We want to send out that love so that our community is okay. That's it. I can see all the love. Actually, I can feel it. All right, beautiful. All right, let's bring our hands to the heart. We'll do some movement. I'm going to bring the shoulders up. It feels very organic to bring them up and then let them rest. Breathing in, I'll lift them up, and breathing out, rest. And then we'll do with the working. I like to work with the body from the top down. So we're going to breathe in. We'll look to the right or the left. It's a mirror on the screen. Breathing out, center. Breathing in, we look to the other side. Breathing out, center. Breathing in, we're going to look up. We're going to open the mouth. We're going to, ah. You can stick your tongue out. I don't mind. And we come back to center. Breathing in, we look down. Breathing out, center. And let's do that again. Breathing in, breathing out, center. 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 Beautiful. We'll let the arms rest. Let's roll the shoulders. A little rolling of the shoulders in one direction, connecting with our breath. Rolling of the shoulders in the other direction, connecting with our breath. You can smile to yourself. Smile on the inside if that feels good. There we go. All right, we're going to rest that. We're going to bring our hands here. Good, palm over palm. I'm going to open up the arms. That's it. We want to have these arms nice and long. We're going to begin to now stretch the thumbs. Feel those arms reaching even further away. We want to keep the arms just slightly forward of the shoulders. There we go. We're going to stretch the fingers now, one finger at a time. One finger at a time. I can feel my finger cramping. All right, it's relaxed. And someone shared with me a little acupressure trick that it worked. I want to thank you for that, for cramping. All right, so we open up the hands, breathing in here. We're going to clear the energy. We ready? Breathing in. We're going to clap, clearing the energy. Breathing in. Now palms are out. Breathing out. Yes. One more. Deep inhale. And with an out breath. Daisy didn't like the clap and she left. Okay. So let's open these arms. We're going to circle them. Any moment you feel like it's too much, take the arms down. It's okay. But we want to work a little bit. We want to get the body moving. We want to have our breath moving. We want to work through any blocks in the body, in the mind, in our spirit. All right, so we're going to bring those arms a little further back, and then we're going to bring them around us. We're going to tip chin towards the heart, give ourselves a gentle hug. Take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, thank you for the hug. Breathing in, we're going to open wide again. We're going to lift our heart. Breathing out, we're going to give ourselves another hug. And tip down, breathing in, and a gentle, thank you for the hug. And now we're going to breathe in. We're going to reach those arms up, out rather. We're going to take one arm down. I have my right arm down. I reach my left arm over. And take it gently here. The other day, I was going down the stairs and my back seized up. So you can just do one little move and your body says, I don't think so. And now we'll come back. Breathing in, we'll reach up. Breathing out, we come over. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice and gentle. Let's be kind to ourselves as much as possible. Now we're going to go a little faster. We're going to go side to side. Yes. So it's an inhale. We come to center. Exhale. There we go. Let it be a breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and please no falling over today. There we go. We've got almost everyone in unison. I love it. All right, let's come back to center, hands at the heart. There we go. Let's take a breath here. Let's once more connect with those energy centers. So where are they? The belly, right action. The heart, right love. The head, right thought. And that includes intuition. So when you're breathing, let's connect. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out. Breathing in, our conscious breathing. And breathing out. There we go. Now we're going to reach those arms up. We're going to do a little spiral to one side. Take a breath here. Feel your feet on the earth. Reach those arms. Now we return to center. Breathing in. Breathing out, we reach the other way. Connecting with our breath. Breathing out, we come to center. Let's go to the other side. If anyone's having difficulty with this, bring your hands here and do the twisting this way. Okay, so there are always options in yoga. Let's come back to center and we turn to the other side and we come back to center. We'll bring the arms down. We're going to do a little bit with our back. So I'm turning so you can see what's happening. I'm going to be doing the, it's called cat dog with the spine. So it's a pushing out of the tailbone and a lifting of the heart. That is our inhale. And the exhale, we're taking our navel in towards the spine. We're rounding the back. You can be as gentle as you like here. Breathing in, we'll reach up. Breathing out, we come down. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out. And one more. I want to see everybody doing it. Very nice. And now we come back to center. I'm going to open up the knees. We want to do those trunk rolls. It's very systematic as we're moving through the body, okay? We want to wake ourselves up in these layers, right? So knees are open. We want to give ourselves a little space. Anybody that has had some repair work, be mindful of the movements and how you feel. So the way I do it is I come forward. My back is long as I begin this process, and I come back. I'm taking it a little bit slower this morning. That's probably because of me, and it might also be because I'm adjusting to this device. So we'll get through this together. So it's breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll come back to center. We take a pause here. We go to the other side. Breathing in, you can let the head drop here. And breathing out, we come back to center. Breathing in, we come around. Breathing out, we come back to center. I want to do one more. If anyone's feeling a little bit dizzy, you can stay where you are, connecting with your breathing. And we come back to center. Very nice, everybody. Sometimes taking a little slower feels good. So we're going to work a little bit with the legs before I bring everybody to standing, if you want to be standing. All right. So what we'll do is, and a reminder, some of us have had repair work that doesn't allow some of the movement. So tune into what your body is saying today. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing myself right to the edge of the chair so that my legs will have some room here. But I'm going to hold on. You never know. Okay. My feet are on the earth. I'm going to lift my right leg. I'm going to point the toes towards me. And now I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to lift the left leg. Toes are pointed towards me. I'm going to bring it down. Now I'm going to do it one at a time, a little bit faster. But as I'm doing it, I'm breathing in and breathing out. There we go. Working the abs, warming up the abs. There we go. Nice and gentle. And then we'll bring ourselves back to center. We're going to take now that right leg and circle it. So we want to have some mobility in that area of the hips where the femur goes right into the pelvis. And then bring it down. If this is uncomfortable, please pause. And then we'll go to the other side. little circling of the hips, being mindful of how our body is communicating with us today. Every day is different. Okay, very nice. And we work with what we've got, right? I'm moving back a little bit. I'm going to take my right leg out. I'm going to point the toes towards me, point them away, and then I'm going to circle the foot. So it will look like this. I'm flexing the toes towards me, I'm pointing them away, and I'm circling the foot. I have to say that while this is a very simple gesture that we're doing with our body, it's so beneficial for our body. We're getting the circulation moving. We're warming up the joints of the body. Again, pointing towards us, flexing towards us, pointing away, circle. And then we'll bring that foot back. We go to the other side. So it's a flexing, up pointing, and a circle. And you can see right away how the body responds. I feel it immediately. Flexing, pointing, circling. Flexing, pointing, circling. And one more. Flexing, pointing, circling. That's it. We bring that foot back to the earth. I'm going to do a little bit more. Again, be mindful of your personal repair work, okay? So I have my right ankle on my left thigh. I'm going to hold on to the chair here for a moment. I'm going to lift up the heel. When I lift up the heel, I get a stretch in a muscle called the piriformis. And I'm going to breathe. That feels like a good stretch. And I'm going to bring that foot back to the earth. I'm going to bring that right knee in towards me. And I'm going to try to get to the outside edges of the feet. And I'm going to bring my nose towards my knee and come back. It's a little bit different than the other work we do, which is here. If you want to do it this way, you could do it this way. Breathing in, breathing out. This one you have less movement. So you're bringing that thigh right into the belly and you're folding over, rounding the back a little, and then coming back. Just a little bit. It's a little bit more subtle. And then if anybody wants to try, you can straighten the leg a little bit. You get to see everybody's feet, who's been walking outside, who washed their floors. Okay, we bring that foot back down. Sit up nice and tall. Check the right side, the left side. There we go. Other side, left ankle on the right thigh. And now the right heel lifts, and that's the beginning of the stretching journey. And we're connecting with our breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. We're going to take that foot off. We're going to try to reach for the outside edges of the feet. If it is not available today, then hold on to the shin. You can also hold on to the hamstring muscle. Okay, so here we go. We're going to bring nose towards knee, knee towards nose. And we're going to come back up. Remember, it's not a big movement. I'll show you sideways. You can see that. It's a lot less of a movement, but it's still very deep. You're getting right into this part of the back. And one more. And now I'll show you this way. If anybody wants to, you can stretch the leg out. You can keep the knee bent. So everybody's at a different place. Some people can straighten a little further. And we'll bring that leg back. Coming back to center. We're going to hold on to the chair. We're going to bring ourselves towards the edge of the chair, straightening both legs and pointing the legs, the toes away. There we go. And now let's bring this feet back to center. We're going to bring ourselves to standing. And I'm going to turn my chair so you can see me. And I'm going to move the phone so I can see the time. Oh, it looks like my head was chopped off. Okay. All right. Still a little bit. So I'm working with this new stand and have to make adjustments. There we go. We ready, everybody? We're good. 2 thumbs up. You can hear me. You can see me. Everybody's happy. Okay. All right, so here we go. We stand up nice and close to the chair, and then I'm going to walk away. I'm holding onto the chair, but I'm not putting a lot of weight on the chair. This stretch is so beautiful for the body. You could also lean the chair against something so that there's less of a possibility of the chair slipping. Now I'm walking my feet away. I'm trying to keep my legs straight. And I want to bring a little bit of space between the hands, right, between the arms. So it gives me, that's what I mean by space. This is too close. This is too far. So it gives me a chance to let the neck and the head drop between the arms, if that's available. Okay, and I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm going to try to let that pelvis move away a little further, the tailbone a little further. Deep breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to look up. I'm going to begin to walk forward. And I'm going to bring my hands now to the seat of the chair. There we go. I have my hands on the front seat of the chair for balance. And I'm going to fold over. If you'd like, you could bend the knees. And if you'd like, you could even bring your hands further down on the chair. I'm going to let the head drop. And I'm going to connect with the breathing. You can probably hear me breathing very well with this mic. And one more, breathing in. And now we're going to rise back up. We're going to take it slow. Nice and slow. Ah, gang's all here. Everybody rose except for the dark screens. Who knows what's going on? We've got parties going on back there. All right. So let's open up the legs. If you need to have the chair nearby, let's bring the chair in front of you. If you don't, keep it to the side. If you need to sit, by all means sit. So I'm going to open up the legs. I'm going to leave the chair today. And I'm going to turn my heels in just a little bit. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. And I'm going to bend my knees. Beautiful. All right, now I'm going to do a little twisting. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to turn to one side. Breathing out, come to center. Stand and open. Breathing in. Breathing out, knees bend. We twist. We come to center. I didn't connect the breathing yet, so we'll do it together. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Oops, out. Okay. From here, we're going to take our left foot. It might be opposite. Right foot goes all the way out. You can always keep one hand on the chair. There we go. We're going to bend the right knee. So when the toes are pointed out, that's the direction we want the knee to go. Here we're breathing in. And if you have the chair, you can take your left hand to the chair. We're going to reach over. Take a big breath here. Big stretch. Deep breath. We'll do it one more time. Breathing in here. Breathing out. We come over. And one more. Breathing in. Breathing out. We'll come back. Both toes forward. We're ready for the other side. And then I'll take us, I think, to the chair. So left foot turns out. Right foot turns in. You may have to move your body so that you're by the chair if you need the chair. Breathing in, the arms reach halfway. Breathing out, now the left knee bends. So your hand would be on the right side, right if you need the chair. Here we breathe in, here we breathe out, possibly holding the chair. And be aware of these moves. Sometimes big stretches can cause big cramps. That's what happened to me. That was because of some other work I was doing. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to take my hand directly to the leg for this. Breathing in and breathing out. And now we'll come back to center. We'll bring both toes forward. And I'm going to just check timing here. Okay, we have a little bit more time, so we'll do one more before we sit down and I bring us into a little meditation. So let's stand together with our feet nicely planted on the earth. Take a moment here. I invite you to keep your eyes open on this. And I'm going to ask you to also find a point of focus. So if you have the computer screen in front of you, focus right above me on the light. Look at the light, okay? That's it. Connect with your feet on the earth. Take a breath in, then a breath out. Let's move this awareness up now. We want to feel our feet on the earth, that connection to the earth. We are a part of the earth. As we move that awareness up the legs, we want to connect with the awareness of our hips. Just noticing these parts without any judgment. We're noticing with acceptance where we are in this moment. We're going to move it up further to the rib cage. Staying connected with our breathing. We're going to notice our arms now. Maybe the lightness of the fingers. We're going to work our way up now to the heart center, upper rib cage, the shoulders. Staying connected with our breathing, breathing in, breathing out. Now we move it up to the neck. We're going to only focus on the neck. So much tension I have recognized in the neck and the shoulders. We want to let that dissipate. And now we notice our head. Just noticing. Maybe you can even sense the ears or your hair or the glasses. This is called mountain pose. Very basic and so powerful. When you think of a mountain, powerful energy from a mountain, we can embody that powerful energy within ourselves. Now we're going to breathe in. We'll reach the arms up. Feel your lengthening, your strengthening. So our feet on the earth, our hands reaching towards the heavens, the cosmos, reaching for the cosmos, connected to the earth. How amazing is that? completely connected and connected to everybody in this space. And now we'll let these arms come down nice and gently. And we're going to bring ourselves to the chair. And I think today I'm going to take us on a little journey. So I'm going to get my hand drum. We'll see how it sounds. I will need your feedback because I'm not certain how it will sound being so close. Okay? So you'll share with me. You let me know, but I'm going to invite you to sit back. Can you hear it? Okay. So I'm going to be doing this while I'm talking, so we'll see how it goes. Well, let's sit back on our chair. Let's see where the journey will take us today. Sometimes I don't know until I begin to connect with the hand drum. Sound is okay though? I'm going to slow down the beat. Let's connect with our feet on the earth, our body on the chair. Deep inhale, gentle exhale. As we connect to the drum beat, our heartbeat, our breath, there's a very relaxed part of ourselves that wants to take a journey, a healing journey. And that part of ourselves is going to get up, walk towards the front door, and step outside onto a magical footpath. We may be with a friend, a loved one, a pet, as we walk on this path. And this beautiful path leads us to this wide open space through a big field. Tall grasses all around us, bright blue sky. And as we walk, we see mountains in the distance. The air is pure. We look around. We see the birds. A yellow butterfly goes right by us. We walk further and we get to a tree. We take a moment to sit against the tree. Our back is against the tree. Our body is resting. Some of us may be in a chair. Some of us may be directly on the earth. We're going to take a deep breath here under the tree, and we're going to look up. We see the canopy over us. Do we recognize this tree? Do we recognize the leaves? This tree is so large that we have 10 people that could circle around the trunk of the tree. We look at the roots coming up out of the earth. This tree of life. And in the silence, beneath the tree, we listen. What do we hear? Do we have a message coming in? What do we see? Butterflies, birds, perhaps deer. Listen to the message. And then take a moment saying thank you. Thank you for what you may have seen. Thank you for any message. Thank you to this beautiful tree of life. And then we'll begin to get up. We're going to walk through the fields, still in this quiet place. Maybe there are more messages coming in. What is in front of us as we take this path through the fields, onto that path towards our home? The breeze picks up. We can feel the stress being carried away. And as we walk, we allow our prayers to come forward and set them free on the breeze. We get to the door, opening the door of our home, and bring ourselves back and back towards our chair. Back and back and back. And as we're here, you can take a moment to send any prayers or wishes out to anyone in the community or in your life in need of healing. And then we'll begin to deepen the breathing, slowly opening the eyes, taking a moment to reconnect with this group. So anyone in need of healing, let's send this energy out so that the person that may be in suffering finds healing, tranquility, peace. And now let's take from our hearts, let's pass this beautiful energy around, including those we held in light, and we send it into the cosmos for peace, love, healing, and unity. And when you are ready, please open the eyes. And I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I also wish everybody a good few weeks. I will be doing a healing circle again tonight. If anybody wants to post in the comments any names, I'll take a picture and I will add that to the healing circle this evening. Okay? So I hope that, and sometimes we need to add our own name. That's okay, all right? I want you to know that. If you need healing, add your name. And it could be emotional healing, spiritual healing. It's all good. And, you know, the group is a group of beautiful people who are working to help heal ourselves and to call in healing for humanity and the planet. We need a little love, right? We need a lot of love. Mm-hmm. So thank you, everybody. And if anyone does, you know, write the names in the comments. That's great. We're doing okay, I hope. Yes? If you want to speak, you could always unmute. Okay. You know where that button is. I'm going to check the chat. Okay. So if anybody wants to add any names, add them in the chat, and I will add them to my healing circle this evening. And if not, that's okay too. I do this almost every Monday, so you could always, we'll start again in whenever that is after Labor Day. And to so you know that there's always this prayer circle happening, which is a beautiful, beautiful gift. I've added my own name to it. So,
Debbie, I have a question.
sure.
Yeah. How do you connect with this healing circle? Is it a Zoom meeting?
It is. It is a Zoom meeting. But, you know, people think that I'm connecting to the person through the screen. That's not how it is. It's like, you know, when we're on a phone call, we're connecting with that person who's in California. So it's energetic. I'm working with that person. I'm calling in their energetic body, their energy to my space to do the healing work. And it's pretty powerful. It works.
But I'm
I
just
believe
wondering,
in it.
how do you join the meeting? Do you have to be a
I was
member?
invited in. I was invited in.
Mhm.
It's a Reiki healing group. And if you want, you can send me, is this something that you do healing work as well?
Actually, I do have Reiki certification.
Okay. Okay.
So,
So they meet every Monday night. If you put in your chat your email address, I can send it to my friend. Her name is Karen, and you can converse with her. So this isn't my group.
mhm,
This is a group I was invited into.
mhm.
That's why I can't offer, you know, come on in. It's her group. Yes. Marilyn, are you asking?
Yes, there'll be no yoga for the next 2 weeks?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Let me just get my phone here so I can take some pictures in the chat room if anybody's left their name.
Mm.
Okay, Jeanette is not, okay. All right, so we'll make sure people are aware of the mics unless next time. As long as you guys heard me okay?
Yes.
Okay. And I do notice my voice is a little different because it feels like I'm plugged up. So, so Gail, why don't you leave me that I'm not the host of this group. So if you leave me contact info.
Okay. I'll leave you my email.
Okay, so what they're doing is they want you to be a healer to be in the group.
Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Marilyn.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I hope everyone has a great couple of weeks. All right. Let me take a picture. Oh, okay, thank you. I've been included. He did very well in surgery. Thank you, Phyllis, for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's good to know. Okay. Anybody else? I guess not. Okay. All right, so I'm going to sign off. I hope everybody has a good few weeks. And Gail, I'll send that information to my friend.
Okay.
And you can connect with her and see what she says.
Okay,
Okay?
great. Great, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, everybody.
Stay
Bye.
safe.
Bye. Bye.
Have a good 2 weeks.
Thank you. You too.